Fam. We're back with another episode of Unfiltered by Symphonic. It's the series where we sit down with the real ones in the indie scene and we get into the music, the mindset, and the moments that shape them. So today I'm hyped to welcome TinyWiings. She's a Canadian rapper, songwriter, and poet, repping Calgary, Alberta. TinyWiings brings a fierce, fearless energy to everything she creates. She blends hip-hop, pop, and EDM with lyrics that celebrate female sexuality, independence, and radical self-confidence. So yeah, TinyWiings is a name you need to know. Let's get into it.
What's been going on? What's happening in the world of Tiny?
Yeah, honestly, I've just been writing mostly, writing. I just got back to Canada not too long ago. I've been in Philadelphia for a while, and just kind of collabing with people there and visiting some people. And then I came back to Calgary, and then I went to Vancouver, and now I'm back in
Wow.
Calgary again. Yeah, so I've been kind of all over, but just mostly working on writing right now and just like getting ideas. And yeah, I haven't been in the studio a ton. I have mostly, yeah, just been working on some new exciting things. So
Well, you've been making music for a while. Did I also read that you used to be a paramedic?
yeah, I did. Yes,
That's kind
yes,
of
I know.
cool.
I know it's wild. It feels like a whole lifetime ago. But yeah, I did it for quite a while. That was like my childhood dream job. And
Wow.
um, yeah, it was really intense. It's quite the career change.
I bet.
But
Yeah, to go
yeah,
from one world to another.
yeah.
Well, is that still something, does that feel like a completely different part of your life, compartmentalized another world, or is that just kind of something that you still bring along with you, that energy?
No, I think it's definitely like a different part of my life. It was a whole nother chapter. I feel like I was a different person. It was good for my character development. Um,
Okay.
yeah, it gave me a lot of like life experience and I just learned a lot about myself as a person. And I guess in that sense, I do definitely bring that with me as an artist, um, facing my fears, just like adrenaline type things.
So let me ask you, when people, hear Tiny Wing, what do you hope that they associate with it?
Honestly, just like feeling good, authenticity. I feel like I kind of have a variety of music, but most people kind of know my kind of clubby type bangers. Yeah, the bad bitch music. So I think that that's kind of what people associate with my music. But if you kind of dig a little deeper, in my lyrics and stuff, I feel like you can see that, um, yeah, there's a bit more layers to it than just kind of like the clubby type stuff.
Nice. And let's see, how long have you been making music as Tiny Wings?
I released my first song at the very end of 2019, so I usually just say like 2020. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, time is flying because yeah, it's 2025. Wow.
Tell us something. What's something that maybe terrified you earlier in your career when you first started making music that now just feels like second nature, feels super cash?
Probably performing sober, to be honest. I got sober 2.5 years ago. So before that, I had always just been in the studio drinking, been writing, drinking, performing, drinking. So I didn't know what, if I even could do it sober. Like I didn't know what to expect. But now when I do perform, I'm just like, this is so much better. It's actually less stress. And I don't know. Now I've just kind of conquered that fear, I feel like. So.
See you from all over the world on the internet. And, we all curate what people see online, obviously myself included. But is there something you could share with us, maybe a part of your life or a personality that your fans rarely get to see, that something you'd like to share?
Probably just like my family life and stuff. I don't have any kids, but I have lots of nieces and nephews. A very proud auntie, and I love hanging out with my nieces and nephews. And yeah, I do lots of family stuff. And yeah, I think probably my fans don't know too much about it.
Is there any piece of advice, I don't know, music career advice, or maybe even just regular life advice, something that you come back to when things get tough?
Yeah, I think I kind of just always internally tell myself like I didn't come this far just to come this far, and that's like something
So
that always
good.
pushes me. I think any artist knows that it's very up and down, very frustrating at times, but you just have to have that drive to keep going. And sometimes I'll even just listen to my own music and be like, I can't just quit now. Like, I love this.
Can you kind of pinpoint, was there any, I don't know, one big risk or one big something that you did that felt really scary when you did it, but actually really paid off?
I think just being super honest with like my struggles with addiction and stuff like that, and just telling all of my fans that I was going to rehab, and then kind of switching gears after that, and writing some stuff that was kind of more real and not about like partying and drinking. And I was really nervous to do that because I was thinking, my fans listen to my music because that's what they expect, but it
Right.
ended up being that it resonates with so many people, and that my fans and listeners kind of, yeah, were able to relate to me in that sense. And I just feel like closer to them now, and that I can kind of share anything and feel supported.
But what's the biggest change that you've seen in yourself as you've kind of evolved with your artistry?
Um, I think I'm realizing as I grow as an artist and just like as I get older, and now that I quit drinking, I'm a lot more introverted than I think a lot of people see or think, and even that I realized before, because I think drinking was such a social thing and whatnot. But yeah, I just feel like I'm a lot more introverted now, and I love writing and stuff, but I'm always just at home like with my cat. He's over here, and I'm always just writing kind of thing. And yeah, so I'm just kind of navigating what that's like, because I feel like my social battery just runs out quicker and stuff. So um it's like I still love once I'm out with like performing and with other people, but it's getting there. I'm like, it just doesn't feel the same. So I'm just kind of navigating um that part of who I am now, I guess, or discovering that part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And then like once I'm out on stage and stuff, like I love it, and that's probably my favorite.
I think we've come a long way in terms of, being comfortable talking about mental health, and certainly in the last few years over pandemic and whatnot. But we still have a ways to go. So yeah, I don't know, any advice or anything you'd want to kind of say about that?
Yeah, I definitely think like I have linked up with King ISO, who's with Strange Music, and he started Project Be Well, and that really advocates for mental health. And it's a bunch of artists like himself who speak about their struggles with addiction and mental health and everything. But for me, I think it always comes down to just like that you're not alone, that everybody is struggling. People are always going through things, and um, yeah, that there are people and resources out there. And yeah, to just hold on. I feel like just the world is wild right now, and it just everybody is struggling. But just remember that you're not alone.
What can your fans expect from you this year, this summer? Do you have any new projects that you're working on? Anything you can share with us?
Yeah, just lots of new music planned, lots of new content too. I've been kind of slacking with the music videos and stuff, so I'm fully aware and I'm on it. And yeah, I definitely have some exciting summer bops coming, and then an EP later in the year. But lots of new music that is on the way. You will see what I've been working on, all the writing will come to life soon.
Tell us about a moment, something that happened recently, I don't know, in the studio, in life, on tour, in the bath, in the shower, but something that kind of reminded you, this is why I'm doing this. This is why I make music.
Yeah, I think when I was in Philadelphia recently, and I went to an open house for a group called Taste Creators, and it's kind of just like a one-stop shop for artists. And I just got to meet so many cool artists, and we got to all, it was called Pass the Aux, and so everybody got to share their music, and just seeing the reaction of people's faces when they hear my music, and then my reaction when I hear their music, and I don't know. That's just my favorite. One of my favorite parts of making music is just meeting other people and being like, yeah, this is my crowd. This is it.
What music are you currently listening to? What do you have on repeat? Put us on to somebody new.
Right now, I am listening to he's somebody who's my friend and he's from Calgary also. His name's 86 Love and he has a bunch of dope music, but my favorite song right now is called Nice. And yeah, 86 like the number and then love the word. Super super dope. I don't know. I feel like he's honestly in a lane of his own, kind of. Like he's a rapper, but he just has a unique style, and I think that that's, when you like you turn on the radio and you know immediately who it is. It's kind of like that. He has a very unique sound, so check it out. Won't be disappointed. Yes, and we have a song coming out together also too, so we're excited for that one.
All right, folks. Well, that's it. Thanks for kicking it with us today. This is Unfiltered with Symphonic. Big love to TinyWiings for sharing her story, her energy, and so many gems. Catch y'all next time.